After the climactic battle, Aiden and his companions pressed onward, their spirits soaring with a sense of triumph and purpose. The echoes of the malevolent force had dissipated, and the rhythm of harmony seemed to flow like a river through their souls. As they journeyed closer to the location of the Sword of Destiny, the melodies of their footsteps quickened with anticipation. The path they tread was no longer shrouded in shadows, it was illuminated with the light of hope and courage. The location of the sword was said to be hidden within the heart of an ancient temple, a place where the rhythm of destiny converged with the rhythm of the cosmos. Each step they took was a note in the symphony of their grand adventure, leading them to the crescendo of their destiny. With every obstacle they overcame and every challenge they faced, Aiden had grown more attuned to the rhythms of his soul. He felt the pulse of his purpose guiding him like a steady beat, and he knew that he was ready to claim the Sword of Destiny. As they approached the temple, Aiden could feel the harmonious energy that emanated from within its walls. It was as if the very stones and pillars resonated with the celestial melody of the sword's power. The companions entered the temple, and the air was filled with a serene symphony of anticipation. The interior was adorned with ancient carvings, depicting legendary figures who had once wielded the Sword of Destiny. Their stories were etched into the stone, their rhythms interwoven with the tapestry of history. In the heart of the temple, the Sword of Destiny awaited, its celestial glow illuminating the chamber with a divine rhythm. The hilt of the sword seemed to beckon to Aiden, calling him to claim its power. As he stepped forward, his companions standing by his side, Aiden felt a profound sense of purpose and unity. The symphony of his journey had led him here, to this moment of destiny. With a steady hand, he reached out and grasped the hilt of the Sword of Destiny. A surge of energy coursed through him, as if the sword recognized the harmony of his spirit and acknowledged him as its chosen wielder. The celestial light of the sword enveloped him, filling him with a symphony of power and wisdom. But unlike the malevolent force that had sought to wield the sword for domination, Aiden's intentions were pure, a melody of hope, compassion, and courage. In that moment, he understood that the true power of the Sword of Destiny was not in its celestial energy alone, but in the melody of righteousness and unity it inspired in its chosen wielder. Aiden turned to his companions, their faces beaming with pride and admiration. He felt a deep gratitude for their unwavering support and the harmony they had shared throughout their journey. "I am grateful for each one of you," Aiden said, his voice steady and filled with emotion. "This journey has shown me that true strength lies not in individual power, but in the symphony of unity and compassion we create together." His companions nodded in agreement, their hearts resonating with the truth of his words. They understood that their journey had not just led them to the Sword of Destiny, but to a deeper understanding of themselves and the power of harmony. With the Sword of Destiny in his possession, Aiden knew that their quest was far from over. The power he wielded was not just for himself, but for the kingdom of Ardonia and all its people. As they exited the temple, a symphony of hope and unity seemed to echo through the air, a testament to the power of their journey and the harmony they had found along the way. And so, with courage and harmony guiding them, Aiden and his companions continued their grand adventure, ready to face whatever melodies fate had yet to reveal. The Sword of Destiny was now in their midst, a symphony of power and purpose that would resonate throughout the kingdom, creating a melody of hope and harmony for generations to come. As Aiden and his companions ventured forth with the Sword of Destiny in their possession, a newfound sense of clarity washed over them. The celestial energy of the sword pulsed with a harmonic rhythm that seemed to resonate with the beating hearts of its wielders. In its glow, they sensed the true purpose of the sword, to protect and uplift the kingdom of Ardonia and its people. The Sword of Destiny was not a weapon of conquest or domination, as the malevolent force had sought to misuse it. Instead, its power lay in the harmony it inspired, the symphony of courage, compassion, and unity that its wielder embodied. Aiden and his companions gathered the people of Ardonia, from the humblest villagers to the noblest rulers, to share their discovery. They explained that the true strength of the sword was not in its physical might but in the intentions and actions of its chosen wielder. "We have faced trials and challenges," Aiden spoke to the crowd, his voice carrying the confidence and wisdom of his journey. "But we have also discovered that the power of the sword of destiny lies in the harmony we create together." He went on to share the stories of their adventures, the trials they had overcome, the unity they had found, and the compassion they had shown. Each tale was like a note in a symphony, coming together to create a melody of hope and inspiration. With each word, the people of Ardonia felt a resonance within their own hearts. They saw the potential for unity and the power of compassion to uplift their kingdom from the shadows that had once threatened to consume it. The sword of destiny was not just a symbol of power, it was a beacon of hope that showed the people that their destiny was not determined by malevolent forces, but by the harmony they created together. Aiden and his companions embarked on a mission to use the sword's power for the greater good of the kingdom. They protected the innocent from harm, brought harmony to conflicts, and uplifted those in need. With the sword's guidance, they created programs to educate the youth, fostered harmony between different communities, and healed the wounds of past divisions. The kingdom began to thrive under the symphony of unity and compassion that flowed from the heart of its people. As seasons passed, the sword of destiny became more than just a powerful artifact, it became a symbol of hope and inspiration. The people of Ardonia saw in Aiden and his companions the embodiment of the kingdom's true potential, to rise above darkness and discord and create a harmonious symphony of prosperity and unity. Through their actions, Aiden and his companions proved that destiny was not a predetermined melody but a composition shaped by their choices and intentions. The sword had guided them to their purpose, but it was their hearts that had transformed it into a powerful instrument of change. The malevolent force that once threatened the kingdom had been defeated not by force alone, but by the power of unity and righteousness. The symphony of hope and compassion had won over the dissonance of malevolence, and the kingdom of Ardonia had found its harmony. In the years that followed, the sword of destiny remained in the hands of worthy wielders, passed down from one generation to the next. Each successor embraced the responsibility of its power and continued the symphony of protection and upliftment. And so, with courage and harmony guiding them, the kingdom of Ardonia thrived, forever inspired by the melody of hope and compassion that the sword of destiny had brought to its people. Aiden and his companions had discovered the true purpose of the sword, and in doing so, they had forever changed the fate of the kingdom, creating a symphony of unity and love that echoed through the ages. As Aiden and his companions returned to their homeland with the sword of destiny in hand, they were greeted with awe and admiration. The news of their heroic journey had spread like a symphony, and they had become legendary figures in the eyes of the people of Ardonia. The kingdom rejoiced at their return, and the streets were filled with a joyous rhythm, as the people celebrated the triumph of hope over darkness. Aiden's name was spoken with reverence, and his companions were hailed as heroes, their deeds inspiring generations to come. As they entered the city, a grand procession welcomed them, with music and melodies filling the air. The rhythm of drums, the harmony of flutes, and the chorus of joyful voices created a symphony of celebration that seemed to resonate throughout the kingdom. In the midst of the festivities, Aiden stood tall, his hand resting on the hilt of the sword of destiny. He felt the weight of his newfound status as a legendary figure, but he also understood the responsibility that came with it. He addressed the gathered crowd, his voice carrying the strength and wisdom of his journey. "This sword is not just a symbol of power," he began, his words echoing like a resonant melody. "It is a reminder that destiny is shaped by the harmony we create together, the unity, compassion, and courage that lie within each of us." Aiden spoke of the challenges they had faced, the doubts they had overcome, and the power of harmony that had led them to victory. He urged the people to recognize their own potential to be heroes in their own lives, to be the composers of their destinies. With the Sword of Destiny as a powerful symbol, Aiden and his companions began a new chapter in their lives. They became mentors and guides to the youth of Ardonia, passing on the lessons of their journey and encouraging others to find their own harmonies. Aiden's wisdom and humility resonated with the people, and they came to him seeking advice and guidance. He listened to their stories and offered encouragement, knowing that each individual had their own unique melody to contribute to the symphony of the kingdom. The kingdom flourished under Aiden's leadership, not as a ruler but as a harmonious figure who inspired the people to work together for the greater good. He established programs to promote unity and education, bringing harmony to every aspect of governance. With the Sword of Destiny displayed in the heart of the kingdom, it became a symbol of hope and a reminder of the power of unity. People from neighboring lands traveled to witness the legendary artifact, and Aiden's reputation as a hero of harmony spread far and wide. Through the years, the legend of Aiden and the Sword of Destiny grew, but he remained grounded in his purpose, to inspire harmony and compassion in the hearts of all. He saw the kingdom transformed into a symphony of prosperity, where different melodies harmonized to create a beautiful whole. As the years passed, Aiden knew that his own melody would eventually fade, but the symphony of harmony he had inspired would continue to echo through the generations to come. And so, the legendary figure of Aiden lived on in the hearts of the people, his journey a timeless symphony of hope and courage. The Sword of Destiny remained a symbol of the power of unity, and the kingdom of Ardonia flourished, forever inspired by the melody of its hero, who had shown them that destiny was not a predetermined path, but a composition shaped by the harmony they created together. With the Sword of Destiny as their guide, Aiden and his companions embarked on a journey of positive change and fulfillment of the prophecy's promise. The power and wisdom of the sword were not just tools for personal gain, but instruments of transformation for the greater good of the kingdom. Using the sword's celestial energy, they mended long-standing divisions among communities, fostering a sense of unity and understanding. The melodies of harmony and cooperation began to resonate throughout the land, breaking down the barriers of fear and prejudice. Aiden's guidance and wisdom became a beacon of hope for the people. He encouraged them to embrace their own unique melodies, celebrating diversity and realizing that each individual's contribution was vital to the symphony of Ardonia. The kingdom flourished under Aiden's leadership, with prosperity and compassion spreading like the sweetest notes of a melody. The once turbulent rhythms of discord were replaced by a harmonious dance of progress and growth. With the Sword of Destiny at his side, Aiden also embarked on missions beyond the kingdom's borders, promoting peace and understanding with neighboring lands. His reputation as a legendary figure and a harbinger of harmony grew, and leaders from other realms sought his counsel and guidance. Through diplomatic dialogues and wise counsel, Aiden helped prevent conflicts and fostered harmonious relations among neighboring kingdoms. The Sword of Destiny had become more than just a symbol of power, it was now a symbol of peace and unity. As the years passed, the fulfillment of the prophecy became evident in the transformed kingdom of Ardonia. The promise of a chosen one rising to bring harmony had become a reality. The people of Ardonia lived with a sense of purpose, knowing that they were part of something greater, a symphony of collective effort and shared destiny. The spirit of unity and compassion that had originated from Aiden and his companions had spread like a harmonious melody, touching the hearts of all. In every corner of the kingdom, there were echoes of the Sword of Destiny's legacy. Schools of knowledge flourished, nurturing young minds and inspiring them to be the composers of their own destinies. The power of the sword was not limited to grand gestures but found in the smallest acts of kindness and understanding. The people of Ardonia had learned that every action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributed to the grand symphony of harmony. As Aiden approached the later stages of his life, he knew that his time as a legendary figure was drawing to a close. But he was content, for the symphony of harmony he had conducted had taken on a life of its own. It had become the anthem of Ardonia. In the final movement of his journey, Aiden passed on the sword of destiny to a worthy successor, knowing that the legacy of harmony would continue to be woven into the kingdom's future. As he bid farewell to his companions and the people he had inspired, the kingdom of Ardonia sang a collective melody of gratitude. Aiden had fulfilled the prophecy's promise, not with grand gestures or overpowering force, but with the power of unity, compassion, and positive change. And so, the legendary figure of Aiden passed into the realm of memory, but his symphony of harmony lived on in the hearts of the people. The kingdom of Ardonia continued to flourish, forever guided by the wisdom and inspiration of the sword of destiny. The prophecy had been fulfilled, not through fate alone, but through the collective melodies of courage, compassion, and unity that had resonated throughout the kingdom. The power of the sword of destiny and the harmony it inspired had become a timeless symphony, its music reverberating through the ages, reminding the people of Ardonia that their destiny was theirs to create, a composition of hope and harmony for generations to come.